Well, hello and welcome to another soul session. Today is Friday, July 31st. It is the last day of July, and it's not going out without some messages for the collective, especially when it comes to messages of restoration and balance and angels, angelic assistance coming in. Before we get into today's message, and it's going to be a love message because Fridays are ruled by Venus, and Venus is the planet of love, right? The natural ruler of Taurus and Libra, Pisces, Leo, Gemini placements. How are you guys doing? There's a lot of shifts, a lot of changes, and when eclipse season is almost here, like right now, we are not only waiting for eclipse season, we are in the very middle of the Lionsgate portal, the very middle of a time where any and everything can happen for those who are prepared to receive the blessings, the wish fulfillment, the spiritual awakening, the epiphanies, the aha moments that brings everything together that take you from where you're at to the place where you want to be. Relationships, especially over the next 6 weeks, but really over the next 2 weeks, this is going to be a point where it's undeniable where you stand with your person. We are going to do personal readings on the live, whether you're watching us on the YouTube side or the TikTok side. Just go over to the Cash App and we're going to give you your personal forecast for August. Two of you already reached out. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and said that you guys would be working and wouldn't be able to catch it, but I'm still going to give you your reading after the collective messages. Today is a good day to reflect on all the beautiful shifts and things that July has brought you and prepare for all the beautiful things that August is about to bring you. Wednesday's message was so powerful that we didn't even need a Thursday message. And if we did, I wasn't going to be the one to deliver it. That Wednesday message took me out. That whole "you can't break my soul" message that kept coming up for the collective. A lot of you have survived the impossible. You have survived something that the karmics, the people doing bippity boppity boo, thought that you would never. Some of you, the reason why your relationships are ascending to that next level of commitment is because your person is finally free from all of the spiritual attacks, all of the things that has been preventing them from showing up as their authentic self. That being here, that being that, I thank God that you guys are here spending this part of your day, your evening, your afternoon, your morning with Spirit, me, and the Soul Tribe. I pray that everyone who's supposed to receive these messages find these messages and only positive energy enters the chats. Any negative energy will be immediately transmuted into peace, prosperity, and protection. Ashe. Let's go in to the collective message. We're going to get a love message today. We're not going to do a what's the vibe. We're going to see what love messages the collective needs to know. And then we're going to get into the signs. And then we're going to get into the personal readings. Holy Spirit, what message does the collective need to know on this Friday? Feel free to put any thoughts, any feelings, any questions that you're having in the comments. And when I'm done channeling, I will get to them. What else does the collective need to know on this? And if you aren't subscribed, definitely subscribe. What else does the collective need to know on this Friday? Let's get a romance angel message. What does the collective need to know on this beautiful, beautiful Friday? When it comes to love, relationships, or anything else that they need to know, what does the collective need to know? Let's get one from this deck before we do the Kipper deck. Anything else? guess all those cards had to be there. And last but not least, my favorite, the Kipper. What else does the collective need to know on this? I don't know what's going on here, but it's evidently a lot. So we're going to start here. Anything else that the collective needs to know on this Friday? 3411, 711. Ew. Another confirmation that all the hard work you've been putting in is going to pay off. And I know it feels like we've been getting that message over and over and again. And folks are like, okay, when? When is it going to happen? When is it going to shift? When are they going to commit? When are they going to do the right thing? Some of you are with people that needed to go out in the world and have the world have their way with them for them to come into their spiritual awakening. One of the most things that we don't really talk about when it comes to the Lionsgate portal, right? Besides it being 888 and a good time to manifest abundance, is the fact that this is the time of year where a lot of people go through those spiritual awakenings. They have those epiphanies, they have those aha moments that bring them closer to source. A lot of you, especially if you are a chosen one, you can't just be with anybody. And your person is realizing that now. Saturn going retrograde last Sunday is the energy of making wrongs right, shifting things, bringing that karmic justice, right? That karmic clarity to people, places, and things so that individuals, the collective, can move in the way that they're supposed to move to manifest their dreams, their beautiful dreams, into their reality. This is a season of suddenly. Anytime we're around eclipse season, think of it with the potency of, if it's a solar eclipse, by the way, that we're having in Leo on the 12th, it has the power of like 6 new moons. If it's a lunar eclipse, right, like the one we're having in Pisces later on in August, it's like 6 full moons in one. For all my moon goddesses and gods, right, little g, who know the energy of the moon and work with the energy of the moon, you guys will be most impacted by the shifts and the changes that's going to happen suddenly. That's going to show up for you suddenly. Reversals suddenly happening for those of you who have been doing the right thing. The right thing according to what your guides have shown you, not what your friends and them think. No, 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 no. The right things for you are about to pay off. That clarity that you've been looking for, or that clarity you think your person needed to see things clearly. I just bit the shit out of my tongue. The clarity is going to come one way or another. Some of you, especially with the personal readings you've had with me, we're specifically told, leave your person alone. Let them be. Let them run amok because they have to go through that to learn the life lessons that they need to learn, especially the ones that are under bippity boppity boo. Oftentimes, when you say, listen, I think you're under spell work, 99% of the people don't believe you because that's part of the spell work, right? Especially if the work is being done by their mother, by a close friend. They would never in a million, like, why would they do that to me? Your enemy is not the person that's outside your house. The enemy is the one that's inside your house. And not more times than not, is the person that calls you bestie, is the person that sleeps right next to you. The one closest to you is the one that can cause the most damage. But no matter how good that spell that they worked, it only could last for so long. That's the beauty of spell work. It only lasts for so long. This is why I tell you guys all the time, when it comes to love work, don't do it. Because you're going to have to redo it and you're going to have to keep doing it, and it's not going to work. It's never going to be what you envision in your mind. What you envision in your mind can be had with somebody else if you remain open to the possibilities. But it's eventually going to end, right? For some, it ends in a couple of weeks. For some, a couple of months. For some, it takes 10, 20, 30 years for them to snap out of it. But it's something special about this moment. Maybe it's because the nodes have shifted and Mercury has stationed direct, and Neptune is really doing a good job at making sure people see things clearly for what they are, not what they think it is or hope it to be, but seeing a thing exactly for what it is, because whatever veil, whatever cover, whatever block has been put over our third eye as a collective has been removed. And once that's been removed, fully removed, people know how to move. They know what to do. And that's how things start to suddenly fall into place. This is also another reason some of you have been guided that when your person comes back, when they return, especially if they are a Gemini, a Pisces, a Leo, Aquarius, hear them out. Virgo, hear them out. You might want to tell them about themselves. You might want to, food for thought, something to sit with. For those of you who are like, yeah, they did the most, they did this and they did that. True, we're not going to discount that. We're not going to stuff that in the closet. But they did it under the influence. And I'm not talking about brown juice or some devil's lettuce, under spiritual influence. They weren't themselves when they performed those actions. This is why Spirit kept telling us, kept telling the collective, whatever happened in the past, leave it in the past, because that wasn't even them. Going on to death. And this card came out Tuesday, right? When was that day when we had both death cards come out? People are going through you yourself are going through a radical transformation. So why wouldn't you think your twin, we know about the connection that biological twins have. Soulmate twins have the same connection. Soulmates have that same connection. We have that telekinetic connection. They may not have all the words you have to explain what was going on, what is going on. They may not have done all the research about soulmates and twin flames and divine love and the origin of the light and what we're here to do, right? But they feel it. So when you got the message earlier in the week that your person feels lost without you, it's because they're literally missing the other half of them. You're good because you're a survivor. You know how to put some stuff together to keep the show going, to keep the show moving. You know that if not this one, another one will be sent to assist you along your journey. You know that you're not going to be left out here by yourself. Oh, for those of you that have gotten to that point, you'll find when you read these stories about twin flames getting together, it's always at the moment of detachment. After the person, one of the twins completely forgot about the other person, was completely in the energy of forgiving and being open to whatever the universe had for them. That's when the connection came together. Lastly, we have why and looky, looky, looky. Soulmate. 44. We started the message talking about angelic guidance, angelic assistance, angels coming together to bring this one and that one together to have their happily ever after, to bring this one and that one together to ascend their relationship to that next level of commitment, right? For those of you who is wondering, yeah, that's your soulmate. What are you going to do about it? Are you able to detach? Or are you determined for love to show up one way and only one way for you? You guys heard me speak about this before. We need divine soulmates to come together. We need true twin flames, not that foo-foo stuff that people say are twin flames. No, real true twin flames like Isis and Osiris, Jesus and Mary Magdalene. Speaking about Jesus, with this wine, this soulmate, and this angelic assistance coming through, you know the story about Archangel Gabriel having to have a conversation with Joseph after he was freaking out, after he found out that the virgin was already pregnant. A lot of guides and ancestors and angels, real angels, are having that conversation with your person. Some of them have been so stuck in the energy of trying to be normal, trying to pretend like their intuition doesn't go off when this happens and that happens, trying to pretend like they're not clairsentient, clairaudient. They don't be seeing shit and hearing shit just to fit in with the normies, just to fit in with the muggles. But now they're realizing after a lifetime of denying their birth given gifts to surrender. And they're hearing the voice of not only the angels, but the Most High clearer than they ever have. That type of work gets done in isolation. This is why you were told to just keep doing what you're doing, right? Keep going along your path. If they're meant to catch up with you, they will. This person's in deep, deep thought for whoever this part of the message is for. Your person is in deep thought, especially if they're Gemini, Pisces, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius placement, right? Sun, moon, and or rising, or you are. They're trying to figure things out. Let them. Let them take all the time they need as you continue on your journey without looking back and without think that, oh, they're this age, they should have figured it out by now. They should have done this, they should have done that. We could go on and on and on what somebody should be doing at a particular age or stage of life. But when somebody's under spiritual influence, spiritual attack, none of that counts because the spiritual attack messes up everything, including their growth and progress. Side note, when people do the bippity boppity boo to keep somebody with them, or keep somebody from doing what that person wants to do, not only is it a crime against God, not only is it a sign of insecurity, but it's also a moment of robbing somebody else of their free will, of their own ability to make their own choices and, and live the life that they want to live, knowing full and well it'll never be what that person, the spellcaster, wants it to be. We heard something similar like this a couple of days ago, especially when it comes to that cancer placement. I remember that because that message with that cancer lady disturbed my soul because, woman, of the million of things you can do, you're doing this? Talking about auditioning for a role that wasn't available until you came along. Now she wants it. It was never for her. So all of the work, the karmic thought that they were putting in, all of the things they thought that they were doing to get the guy or get the girl, they were literally just running in place. Even this person's spirit guides knew that this was only going to last for a moment. Your person would eventually wake up. August is wake up season. August is get up and get it season. August is see the signs, take the action season. So when you see the signs, whether it's in love or any other area of your life, take the action you've been guided to take unapologetically. Don't look left, don't look right, look straight ahead. You know what you're manifesting, you know what you're capable of. Forget what you're capable of. You know whose child you are. That alone should be the battery in your back that keeps you moving forward towards your happily ever after, with or without this person. And side note for my chosen ones, you guys, we guys, especially have difficulties in love because, again, we can't just be with any and everybody. Healers, and I will tell you from experience, need protectors. Not playboys or playgirls or somebody that just looks good for the moment or can scratch an itch. Mm-mm. The spiritual fallout from that is way too much. As the rest of the folks catch up, let them. You stay committed to your journey and be open to the who fills in that space of being your divine partner. And for those of you with baby fathers and baby mothers, forgive them. Heal that relationship. Stop letting them drain your energy outright or insidiously. Because you are on a journey of having it all. You are on a journey of ascending. You can't be doing the low vibrational things, even though they do deserve to be cussed out. Red for filth from the bottom to the top. Don't do it. Take this last day of July, right? As we're in the energies of the waning moon, because we had the full moon a couple of days ago, a couple of mornings ago now, right? It was Wednesday morning. To just release, to say, you know what? I'm not fighting with you no more because what am I doing, right? Start moving as the person that already has the wish fulfilled because it's happening. It may not happen exactly in August, right? But it's about to happen. And everything that happens between now and when it actually happens is preparing you to receive it, mind, body, and soul. Next, we have yin. And with the yin card, let me pull this up. And Between Worlds, but Between Worlds came out in reverse. We don't really read them in reverse, but that delay to your peace, that delay to your peace is coming from within. A lot of you, even though I feel like we've been talking about this all month, but a lot of you still need to work on your forgiveness. You still need to work on releasing the people, places, and things. Really saying, you know what? It's not worth arguing with you. It's not worth holding this grudge. I just don't rock with you, and that's just that, right? No beef, no shade. It's just we're not cool, and being totally fine with that. Pay attention to the red flags. Divine connection. There goes that soulmate word again. High honors, but it feels like with this high honors card coming out with 25, which is 7, which is the number of the Most High, right? The number of sacred completion, divine completion. Some of you still, going back to what was said, holding grudges against somebody. If they were under the energy of spiritual influence, and you feel like they should know better, extend grace to them, right? That's what we call it. Give them grace because the divine is fighting, right? Their angels, your ancestors, their ancestors are fighting for you guys to not only get together and stay together. So, whatever happened in the past, right? Whatever thing that cause the relationship to fall apart, let it stay in the past. Some of you might want to talk it out if you could talk it out in a healthy way. I did this, you did that, this is how I felt. And then you listen to how they felt. Okay, how we're going to move forward. Okay, we both agreed to move forward, da 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 da. If you could have that type of level headed conversation, right, and understand where they're coming from, and they're able to understand where you're coming from, then yeah, have that conversation. But if it's going to just turn into an argument, just process it in spirit and just leave it in the past. If you have that conversation, once that conversation is had, don't bring it up again. No matter how things look like, don't bring it up again. Let this connection be what it's supposed to be. Let it bring in the peace that it's supposed to bring in. With this toil and labor that kind of fell in between both sides, you don't have to do anything else but go with the flow. Trust your intuition, trust what you're being guided to do, forgive, and then just go with the flow. Continue on your journey towards your happily ever after. Continue on your journey to your peace and your enlightenment and all the good things you've been calling in for you and yours. Everything and everyone else will fall into place. Further clarified by time to go. Now, this, my babies, is a beautiful, beautiful message to wrap up July with. You see how she's running, running, running. What song is that? Let's get it started. Some of you are about to take off, right? You're running before you take flight. You ever see those people that paraglide and how they have to go to a running start before they're able to lift off in the sky? I think they're called paraglide. The one where you have the motor on your back, right? If you guys know the proper term, put it in the chat. Help me out, right? But I do know you have to run before you can take off, right? A lot of you are going to take off, especially if you are a Leo, Aries, or Sag placement. This passion card coming out with time to go. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy because everything is working out. A cycle with this 45, which is 9. 9 is the number of cycle completions, right? It has come to an end. This month closes out, and it closes out a lot of the bullshit, the drama, the bippity boppity boo, the obstacles, the blocks that stood between you and your happily ever after, between you and your wish fulfillment. Go be free, live the life that you want to live on your terms. Yeah, we hear what's going on in the news, and we hear how they say we hear of wars and rumors of wars. Yeah, okay. Focus on you. Focus on keeping you and yours safe and manifesting those dreams into your reality. Further clarified by Corinthians 4:18, some of you might be born in April, on April 18th. We fix our eyes on not what is seen, but what is unseen. Since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. Look at that. Some of you, let me push it to the YouTube side for real quick so you guys could take a screenshot. Okay, and I'm going to pull it to the TikTok side so you guys could take a screenshot. How serendipitous it is for these two guys to come out together. We see her running into the unknown. No baggage, no fear. Like we can't even see the full bridge. It kind of fades because there's clouds, right? There's uncertainty, right? Your guys are really saying go for it unapologetically. Don't look left, don't look right, don't look back, right? You don't want to turn into Lot's wife, right? But have that unapologetical faith, fixing your eyes on what is unseen, because that's where your destiny is. That's where your happily ever after is. Some of you, hot off the press, I don't know who this is for, heavy on the Pisces, Leo, right? Of all the other signs that were mentioned before, heavy on the Pisces, Leo energy. Your person is leaving it all behind. All the baggage, the karmics, the doubts, the fears, the worries, everything that held them back from doing things right by you, that's going to be a thing of the past. Some of you, your person might be cheeky and try to hit you up at 11:11 with that, can we talk, right? They're going to do something that makes you, that confirms that they've been doing some type of research about soulmate relationships. They're going to either mention an angel number, they're going to do something, they're going to mention twin flames, they're going to do something. They're going to use a word that they found in their research of trying to figure out why they still feel the way that they do about you, to let you know that they're in this energy. If your person comes back and there's no slightly woo-woo thing that they say that they never said before, you might want to give them more time to figure things out. But your clue, if this message is for you, your person will specifically, they'll either hit you up on 8:8, 8:11, right? They'll hit you up at 11:11 or 2:22. They'll do something whimsical. Subconsciously, what that really says is that they're with you, right? Whether you're that witch that lives in the cottage at the edge of the forest, they're cool with that. And they're a Wall Street businessman, they're leaving that all behind to join you in the cottage. They surrender to what this love is. Even if they don't fully understand it, they are with you all the way. Some of you have recently found out that your person may not understand your woo woo ways or why you do the things that you do. They don't particularly care one way or another. They are just with you to be with you. And some of you, once you open up your heart to the endless possibilities on how love can show up for you, that's when you're going to find that person that is with you, really, really with you. And you'll know that they're with you because they like the weird things about you, right? Not the superficial, um, Vogue ready, cosmopolitan, um, ready version of you. The just waking up with a bad cold version gets them most excited. And if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Lastly, for the collective, we have exchanging gifts. Now, some of you, is that Mercury? Of course. Some of you, when we did the pick a card reading yesterday for what's coming in August, you got the gift, right? Some of you, your person is going to shower you with gifts to try to make up for all the times that they weren't there. I'm hearing this month, every day is your birthday. You're not a Leo or a Virgo, but every day in August will feel like your birthday. Every day will feel, how does the song go? Every day is Christmas, every night is a New Year's Eve. Yeah, this person's going to go all out. And you see what that says. For those of you that are still skeptical and doubting and fearful, and they did this and we know, babe, we know what they did. We saw, we were with you, right? Especially if you're one of my clients. Like, we went through that together. But the angels, not just your ancestors and spirit guides, are asking you to forget and put it in the past. Notice how they said forget and put it in, forgive and put it in the past because they know you can't forget, right? Funny thing about scars, and I'll show you one of mine, right? That you could barely see these days. Okay, it's an old, there it goes, an old burn mark that I got like when I was 6 or 7, picking up something from the floor. My notebook had fell and I reached for it and I burned my hand on the oven. I forget the pain of this, right? But every so often I looked at it, I was like, yeah, I burned it, right? And it's a feeling that comes and goes. There's no, oh my God, I went through this and I went through that. There's no reliving that moment. That's the same way they want us to process our emotional hurts. Once we do the initial processing, right? See the wound, triage the wound, heal the wound. There might be a scar left over, but not still having that same emotional reaction that we had when we first got the scar. Some of you, you've got a lot of scars from a lot of different people that hurt you along the way, and I'll apologize for them. I'm sorry for mistreating you, for mishandling you, for not seeing you for who you are. Let my apology stand for those who didn't have the word or whose ego or the fact that they were spiritually bound prevented them from telling you that they're sorry. I know it's not the same, but energetically, it shifts things. It moves things along. It takes you from triage to treatment to healing. Lastly, I don't even want to pick that up. I don't even want to pick that up. Heavy on the Gemini because we have Mercury, but who do we have behind Mercury? Your official person. If you're dealing with a Gemini that was born on the 22nd of any month, especially May or June, they have Gemini placements and they were born on the 22nd of May or June, this person is going to come in and speak their truth. Hear them out. We're not saying get back together and just run off into the sunset. They would like you to, right? But there's some healing that needs to get done. Do it with intention. Do it with intending that whatever happens in the past is in the past. How are we going to move forward? What are we going to do differently? How are things going to be different this time? If it's going to be the same, I love you. I honor you for what you were able to do to assist me with my journey up until this part. And then I bid you adieu. Goodbye. Forever and ever and ever, right? We do things like this with my mentees, right? With the spiritual coaching and the mentorship. How to have these critical conversations in a way that we physically cut the cord between us and somebody that's not for our highest and greatest good, but we also are able to do it with spirit because we use the right words in the right tone and with complete detachment. I can't wait to hear about the birth announcements, the wedding announcements, the, oh my God, I never thought they would do this announcement. They will. Some of you are about to see a version of your person, and saying that out loud, I feel like that was said in a reading before. Seeing a version of your person that you didn't know existed. Some of you had already heard in personal readings that your person showed up this way because it's all they knew. They only knew the game. They only knew not to let people close to their heart because they see what happens when you do let somebody close to your heart. the heartache that can ensue. And they'd rather be the heartbreaker than having someone break their heart. But there's just something about you, right? Something about Mary. Your name could be Mary, especially your middle name, right? That has them stuck. No matter where they go, no matter what they do, some of you, your person thinks of you 24/7, but that ego. Oh, baby, that ego keeps them stuck in their head. We're going to get into the messages for the signs, see what you guys need to know for August in addition to this. And we have two personal readings to get to. I didn't see any other readings. I just double checked now, come through. So then we'll get through the messages for the signs. And then we'll get to the personal readings. If you would like your own personal August forecast, it's $44 to the Cash App. You know where that information is, right? Henriette Streams. And if you want to go even deeper, after you get your message on the live, that $44 goes towards your phone session. Holy Spirit. Because we have to bring out the gold cards because we didn't use this yesterday. What does the collective need to know on this Friday about what to expect come August? With the Lionsgate portal, eclipse season, celebrating Notre Dame, because you guys know how I am about the maîtresses, right? If you know, you know. Right? What does the collective need to know? And then we'll give the angel numbers a good shuffle. These cards are so slippery. How are you guys doing? By the way, I think I asked that before, but I truly want to know. How you doing? Of course, 1188 is at the bottom of the deck. Holy Spirit, what else does the collective need to know according to their sun, moon, and or rising? What is the angel number? That is most associated with what they're going to experience in August 2026. So you know 8/8, August 8th, right? The 8th day of the 8th year is a powerful energetic portal to manifest not just prosperity or abundance, right? But things that you want to last, things that you want to stick forever and ever and ever. This is why you've been asked to keep your vibe as high as possible as we go through the entire Lionsgate portal so you can have a moment of sending out good energy into the universe so the universe can in turn send you good things for you to be grateful for, be happy about, be thankful for, right? Wish fulfillment, answered prayers, and all of that beautiful stuff. And anything that tries to drop your vibration, process it in the moment, but give it a moment. Give it a time. Like, all right, this thing happened. I'm in my feelings. I'm going to give myself a half hour. I got to give myself an hour. I'm going to go for a walk. Leo. We're going to go from Leo to Gemini. Leo. Sun, moon, and or rising. Ooh. With the Five of Pentacles. You made it. It may not look like it. Because you got the hell up out of Dodge by the hair on your chinny chin chin, right? But you made it. August is going to be a season of you picking up the pieces. Because remember that lady running forward, right? Hearing that running, get it started. Keep moving forward. Do not look back. And it's not just physically looking back. Do not replay the tragedies, the horrors, whatever you went through, the losses. Do not keep thinking about it. Process it. All right, this happened, this happened, this happened. But these good things happened because when we really look at it, even in your darkest moment, it ain't all bad. Even when you're having the worst of times, every day is not a shitty day. Every hour is not a shitty hour. You have these glimmers, right? Well, you remember what glimmers are, right? These little peaks letting you know, these little stars, it's letting you know that you're going in the right direction. Keep your energy high. You will get through this. And if you're here, you have survived 100%, not 75, not 99.9999999. You have survived 100% of your worst days. Why wouldn't you survive this too? You're a winner, Leo. Do not let anyone or anything trick you into thinking anything different, okay? Okay, the angel number you need to look out for, and the theme for August is now, Leo. Made me put the deck down. You have the Five of Pentacles, which in tarot is about your stability, right? Your literal coins being tampered with, right? Shout out to everybody that helped AJ earlier in this month. She is on her way to getting back on her feet. Your donations and your prayers and your resources definitely helped her along the process. And just like she found help, the help that you need to continue on your journey will come. These changes that are coming are going to be positive. You already went through the negative. When we look at the wheel of fortune, right? We always talk about how the wheel is up and then it goes down. You already went on the down part. You already went through the down part. The wheel is always turning, right? Shit. I'm hearing feeling like a new survivor, happy like a little kid. No, that's not right. Looking like a million. Elton John, I'm still standing, right? If somebody could put the lyrics of the chorus, I'm still standing, looking like a na na na, and something about a child, right? Being as happy as a child. That's the energy, Leo, that they want you to be in. Leo, sun, moon, and or rising. Being as happy as a child, knowing that you're about to go to Disneyland, right? Know you're about to go to your favorite place in the world. And for you and your adult version, it's that wish fulfillment. It's that answered prayer. Going back to moments like this always happen as a response to the prayers you've been asking. 555. And whenever this number comes up for you, Leo, say a moment of gratitude. Fasten your seatbelt. Oh, this is my favorite. Buckle up, Buttercup, because you are about to undergo a major change. This change should not be regarded as positive or negative because all changes are part of the natural flow of life. Perhaps this change is in response to your prayers. So continue to visualize and feel yourself at peace no matter what storm you have just gone through, because no matter how hard that storm was, it didn't knock you down. You're here, so you're still standing. You might be laying down listening to this, you might be lounging listening to this, but you're here and technically still standing. You have a lot of winning to do before 2026 wraps up, and especially Leo placements, right? With Jupiter being in your sign, it has to bring you some type of luck in some area of your life. You want to see where your Leo is, right? Where Jupiter is. Those are the places in your natal chart that will benefit the most from this energy. Virgo. I felt like saying Sega. Your Virgo might like to play video games. Stop being so defensive. Or if you're dealing with a Virgo, they're letting their guard down. Especially going back to the I'd rather be the heartbreaker than be heartbroken. Somebody's about to let you in a way that they never had before. Go with it, but go slow on their terms. Don't say because they're this and they're that, they should be according to you, but you're about to experience a version of them, right? You could be dealing with a Virgo, you are a Virgo, your person, you're about to experience a version of them that no one knows exists. So tread lightly and handle it with kid gloves. Handle it as if they're a newborn baby. That I'm still standing is playing really loudly in my head. Your angel number, dearest Virgo, is 2233. Auspicious person. Pay attention, protection, companionship. Going back to that healers need protectors. Mhm. They are the co creators of your new book, telling you that they share your excitement and know that everything is going well for you. The angels can see that your future is full of happiness you are pursuing. Enjoy this new stage of your life, and this is why you got to put that guard down. You got to let your destiny helpers in. If you're focused on what happened or not letting that happen again, putting all your energy to prevent something from happening again, you will stop what's supposed to happen and be stuck in the same place. I would say this time next year, but for the next 8 year cycle, 18-year cycle for some of you with the nodal shift, especially if you have Leo placements. As I look up and it says 1155. Hey, Leo. Libra, sun, moon, and or rising. Gotta cover this up with the star. Libra placements especially can expect some type of wish fulfillment in August. You might have one big wish come through, little wishes come through, wishes that you never even had or maybe even forgot come through, especially around the Pisces full moon towards the end of August. It feels like a long awaited dream. Something you've been hoping for, praying for, wishing for is about to come in for you. So start making space for it. Your angel number is 2299. A stunning reversal. Hey now. If you have recently faced a loss, job, love, etc., expected to be replaced shortly, and and if you doubt whether God has forgotten you, you don't need to worry. Feel that the energy of your life right now is forward going, forward moving. You didn't have recent losses because you were being punished, but the universe is preparing you for new things. The universe is preparing you for that wish fulfillment on every single level. Scorpio. If you're just joining us, we're going from Scorpio to Gemini. Sun, moon, and or rising with the judgment card, resurrection. Something that you thought was over, something that you thought was dead and gone, something that you thought wasn't going to work out for you is actually going to work out better as I get your angel number to cover this card up, then you possibly can imagine with that 88, going back to 88, make sure you do something on that day to align with the energy, to align with the frequency. That's when the Lionsgate portal peaks. So make sure all of you guys should be doing this, but especially Scorpio placements. You rule the eighth house too. Look at how eight just keeps showing up over and over and over and over again. Be sincere in your prayer and know that whatever you have asked for is already making its way to you. A message from your mysterious creator representing the upcoming endings are part or the endings you've already experienced because we saw the towers that Scorpio went through so far for the summer, right? They're all a part of your overall divine plan. They are responses to your prayers and in harmony with the will of God. Ask God to help ease any fears or concerns that arise from these impending changes. Sagittarius, put this back over here. Sun, moon, and or rising, many choices, many options. But whenever we see the Seven of Cups, we know some of those choices are really, really good. Some of them will lead you to a sacred reset, will lead you back to the beginning of the game. Do not rush. Do not try to make time move faster than it already is. Enjoy every step and every moment of the journey so you will have the clarity of mind to make the right decisions that come from intuition and not ego. Don't be so quick to have that win, to have that accomplishment, to have that dream manifest into your reality that you start cutting corners. Don't do it. Your angel number and the theme for your August is 3344. Move forward bravely. There are many assists around you now. The angels are all here to assist, guide, and love you. Reach out to accept their assistance because they also reach out their hands to you. That's self explanatory. So every time you see 3344, know that your angels are around. Ask them for whatever you need in the moment and be patient, still, and hear their answers. Capricorn, sun, moon, and or rising with this King of Cups energy. Now, the King of Cups is a tricky figure. because they feel all the feelings and you would never know unless they want you to know, right? The season of you wearing your heart on the inside instead of on your sleeve, ordinarily, I would tell you don't do that, but it serves you well. You are in the middle of going from where you are to where you want to be. And there are still people in the midst that's trying to pull you back to where you were. You're not that person anymore. Keep moving forward and keep keeping your cards close to your chest, right? Don't and put on that poker face. Don't let them know your next move. Just move as you are intuitively guided to. And whatever they say, whatever they do, don't pay those people no mind. Your angel number and theme for August is 6688. You're another person that is being asked to lean into the energies of 88, right? Give up and get more. You are about to separate from something in the physical world. For some of you, it's a job, right? For others, it is selling property or moving or being called to move. Huh. If you don't want to lose or sell anything in your material life, you can change your thoughts and change this direction. However, if you intend to sell or separate for some things in your life, regard this sequence of numbers as a sign that your wish is about to be fulfilled. Aquarius, sun, moon, and or rising. Hey. Now we got this energy. I want to say we got the same card for the Aquarius new moon, full moon reading, right? Hmm. You have wish fulfillment coming in one way or another, right? And that is the theme of the reading. Whether it's relationships or something else, one way or another is going to happen for you. You just have to be open to how it's going to happen for you, how it's going to show up for you, how those changes in your relationship for some of you Aquarius placements are ascending to that next level of commitment. You will see this 10 of cups, that dream of having that happily ever after turn into the 10 of pentacles, actually having that happily ever after. Aquarius, Aquarius, your angel number is 6699. Let go of the attachment. Let go of how you think things are supposed to work out. Harvest growth and continue to pay attention. Around your birthday, around New Year's, there's going to be, this is for somebody in particular, something about your job. There's a document coming that's going to either offer you some type of promotion at work or offer you some type of promotion in your career. Go for it. Go for it and do not look back. Whatever it requires you to do it. Because that's how you're going to get to your happily ever after. Once you say that yes, all the other yeses are going to fall into place. So pay attention to the communications that you receive, what programs and opportunities appear to you around the new year, the calendar new year. Let go of your attachment to your items, especially if you have a strong attachment to a certain type of material or a certain type of way of doing things. The sequence of numbers asks you to release this attachment and withdraw from it. And this message represents that the things that you have sold or lost in your life are about to be replaced by something better, especially if you are on the Capricorn Aquarius cusp. Pisces, with the full moon eclipse being in your sign. August is, wow, the Queen of Wands. Hmm. Being unapologetic about the boundaries that you set. For some of you who have really been leaning into the messages of karmics, wanting to have a conversation with you about why you and not them, that's going to happen next month. And it's going to happen at some kind of family event. So I would be, I'd feel really bad if I didn't give you this heads up. For a lot of you who were there during the message that we got about somebody being so butthurt that they weren't chosen, that they want to speak to you face to face, man to man or woman to woman, they're going to pop up on you. It's gotten to the point where they are, right now, as it stands, the energy might shift, right? But some kind of family event, a barbecue, a thing, they're just going to be there. Um, so be prepared, right? Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And when this happens, you won't be caught off guard and you'll know exactly what to do. If you should come across this, Pisces, stand on business. Whatever new boundary you have set up, especially with old friends, don't shift it, don't change it, because then you'll be changing and rewriting the destiny that your guides have laid out for you. Your angel number, 9900, right? Divine protection, but divine cycles ending, right? That nine, that completion. This is a message from your creator representing that certain parts of your life have just ended, especially relationships with people, places, and things that cannot go with you on the next leg of your journey, right? They have ended under divine guidance. There's nothing lost. There is no death, no accident. The recent changes in your life in which important parts of your life have stopped or changed are responses to your prayers. You are light and you are free. For some of you, it's a Pisces that's been set free. It's a Pisces that's been under karmic control by the bibbity boppity boo. Not because they were digmatized or the punani was just that good. No, it was bibbity boppity boo, right? They're being set free, and that cycle has come to an end. Aries, sun, moon, and or rising. Hello, Aries. In this Empress energy, in this energy of I do not chase, I attract, the whole universe spoils me energy. Aries placement, sun, moon, and or rising. Or if your Venus is in Aries, August is going to spoil you. August is going to not only bring you a gift, but bring you some comfort that you've been missing in your world for a little while now. Your angel number is 2255. Happiness falls from heaven. Your prayers and intentions have always been very clear, strong, and without reservation. Therefore, the change will come faster than you expect. When your dreams come true, do not let it confuse you. They may appear in ways you don't expect, so stay confident. Talk to God and seek further confirmation. I guess Taurus didn't want that card because it just fell on the floor, and we don't take the cards that fell on the floor, even though it fell face up. Taurus, sun, moon, and or rising. Like I guess the Three of Wands, your ship coming in, that long awaited dream finally manifesting into your reality, that long awaited prayer finally being answered. Make sure not only do you have the space to receive what's coming in, but the destiny helpers align to help you manage what's coming in. Your angel number, ooh, return to the embrace, the sacred reset, right? It says the ending, but 000 is the sacred reset. Going back to what was said Wednesday or Monday, one of these days, about the slate being made clean. The angel number 000 reminds you that you are one with God, indicating that a situation has gone through a complete cycle. Now prepare to receive or go on the next leg of your journey, the next leg of this sacred journey that you are on. I did say we were going from Scorpio to Gemini, and I said Gemini twice. We're going from Scorpio to Cancer. So, Gemini, sorry, Cancer. I don't know how I forgot about you. That leap of faith you've been calling to take, the leap of faith that you're currently going through, keep going, keep trusting, keep knowing. You too are paired with the energy of that time to go card, right? That running straight to your happily ever after, straight to your peace, straight to your wish fulfillment. Don't pick up anything or anyone you have already put down. And don't let your feelings, your emotions get the best of you, because some of you are going to get triggered. Somebody's going to come out of their way to try to knock you off your pedestal. Don't let them. Your angel number for August is especially when it comes to your relationships. 222. Persistence will lead to miracles. The thoughts you have just planted are beginning to grow and take shape. Aww. I like that, Gemini, because some of you, you're seeing the growth. You're seeing the budding of your new day, right? Keep watering and nurturing them, and soon they will break through the ground. Don't give up in the first 5 minutes of the miracle. Your achievements will become increasingly obvious, so keep up the good work. Keep positive thinking. Stay affirming. Keep visualizing and drink your goddamn water. Stay hydrated, Gemini. And yes, babe, I'm talking to you. Had to put a little bass in my voice. Last but not least, Cancer. Sun, Moon, and or Rising before we get into the two personal readings we have. Okay. Ooh, Cancer. Let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. Whatever you've been called to release, release it. Whatever you've been called to let go, let go. Let go. And get out your crab shell. You have a world in there, but the world out there needs you more. There's so much for you to do, so much more for you to explore. Don't take yourself out that. Hold on. Cancer, why are you taking yourself out the game? Why are you calling it quits? Going back to the first 5 minutes of the miracle, why are you calling it quits? Especially if you were here from the beginning, you know that you're a winner. You know that you survived 100% of your worst days. So what makes today any different? Because it's another month, another bag of bullshit? Okay, so yeah, you did your cinnamon ritual at the end of the month, and the month wasn't that great. So 1 month determines that you throw in the towel for forever? As I look up and see 1211? Babe, stop that. Sometimes, especially when you're under heavy spiritual attack, you have to keep going. You have to layer your work, right? It's not just a one and done. You can't, well, first of all, you shouldn't be moving like with every TikTok trend, right? Because not everything can be done by everybody. But you know what can be done by everybody? Having faith. You can light all the candles, blow all the cinnamon or other stuff. I don't know, right? Work with the crystals. I was about to say go to the cemetery, but don't do that. And if you do, make sure you know what you're doing because you might think you're big, bad, and bold about to accomplish something painful and get somebody, and you already got God before you left those gates. Mm-mm. The Baron doesn't play. And especially if you are a Soul Tribe member, you know you don't do anything that falls under the realm of the Baron or Papa Legba because they're watching. They're always watching. Okay? You do no funny business by the water because they're watching. And if you do some shit that you end up not supposed to do, don't be surprised when you get that text message or that email that says, I wish you the best on your journey. Because my guys, they do not play. Okay? Okay. As I do this little TikTok puzzle. Your angel number, 3366. God helps good people. In Cancer, you are good people. Don't forget that. Why do I feel like that's been said? It's like deja vu. Your angels are helping you to manifest the materials needed to fulfill your divine life mission. How does she say it? He wouldn't give you the purpose without provision. One of my mentees told me that, right? That's what she was told. And I was like, I'm going to give that to the collective. If he gave you the vision, he'll give you the provision. He'll give you the resources to get it done. You just have to have faith, right? Whether it's tuition fees or channels for teaching or therapeutic work, the angels are bringing in assistance to you. They want you to know, yeah, I did read that backwards. They want you to know that you deserve this help, which will enable you to give help to others, chosen ones. You definitely shouldn't be in your head, but process your feelings. Don't just tuck them in, process them, do with them as you need to. And know, had to pick up the card from the floor. A better day is on its way. Okay? Okay. Let's get into your messages, get through these two readings. Let me do another check. Start with the YouTube side. Hi, Momo. I'm gonna let the bass slide. I had to like be a little forceful, just a little bit. I love you. I love you, Miss Nicole. I love you too. And you're down 3 bottles already. Hey, hey. I love that. As I take a sip of my water. Hello. Paragliding. Yay! I got it. I got it. It is wake up season. Hi, Chelsea. Nice to have you with us. Nice to have you. They do have issues like that karmic that's coming up loud. I can't even call her karmic. That lady, heavy on the Cancer energy, or she just has very emotional. Oh, very emotional. Oh God. Oh God. Emotional to the point where she nags your person all the time. Text messages, phone calls. Like I'm seeing a call log with 50 missed calls. Like of all the things, like it's the summertime, right? There's all these wonderful places to go and eat. There's all of these wonderful things to go and do. There's day passes at this resort and that resort, especially if you're here in New York, right? And I'm pretty sure in any town there's a gazillion things to do. And she's just on it like a hornet as why she wasn't chosen. Hi Robeson. Momo, how you doing? How you doing? You Can't Break My Soul is definitely a testimony for many. It is. It really, really is. That's why she is blocked and mad and has tried calling from those funny numbers and other things. She's gonna pucker herself out. And if she even thinks about turning this fatal into a fatal attraction scenario, it's going to be a one-sided thing. Like the guides are already on it. They already have eyes on her. For some of you, him, so they don't do nothing crazy to you. They could do all the craziness they want in their own home to their own self. That's on them. But not the collective. Not on my watch. All right. Hey, Morty. Boogie, woogie, woogie. How are you? Guillotine Creations. Guillotine Creations. How are you? Going on a walk with my little. Hey, now. Hey, I mean, now that you say that, do you think it's time to say something else? Do you want to say something else, Boogie Woogie? Hi, my love. Hi, Red. My gorgeous, gorgeous Red. Hi, Alejandro. On hold with IRS, so may have to go. Oh, don't, no, go handle that. Right? Go handle that. IRS does not play. And being on this side of things, I know all about dotting I's and crossing T's, not to have any beef with them people. Hi, Queen. Always, it's always around the full moon. Always around this, and that's a confirmation mode that it's the bippity boppity boo, right? Divine High Priestess, thank you for the love. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for spending this part of your day with Spirit, me, and the Soul Tribe. I truly, truly appreciate it. Sometimes, Alejandro, they be flying everywhere. And sometimes I just leave them on the floor because I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. I can't. Queen, I'm glad you're feeling good. Ebony Angel, you said clarity, and a dragonfly showed up right in front of me. You know that feeling that you felt when it happened? Take a mental, emotional snapshot of that. Plus, I saw 2 golden finches. Oh, now that's new. Was on the tube. You know, I know the video when you watch it on the replay is going to cut out because a phone call came through. I forgot to put my other phone in airplane mode. Hi, Keisha. Hi, Magical Foresight. How are you? Mystique. Ooh, I like the name. Rich Rising indeed. Why in 2 lives this morning, including because she's in your energy because you're in hers. If not the equivalent or someone better, always, always, always. Yes, Queen, are you the one with the cancer? Do I need to put some bail money aside for you, boo? Because the way this energy pierces through the reading, Like, not only is this person spiritually obnoxious, they are physically obnoxious because all this yimming and yammering that they're doing is for no reason. Like, shorty, you knew what it was. Why are you trying to make it into something other than that? You're bright. This is not someone that is delayed. This is someone that may even have a thing or two going for them, but they're just stuck on stupid when it comes to a particular person. Mm. Hi, Ebony, honey. Hi, Fauzia. Pink Lotus. Boogie, woogie, woogie. You are third. You are third. I'm like looking for pens, and there's a whole thing of pens right there. Boogie, woogie, woogie is third. Okay, Boogie. Since you're here, I'll ask you your question. When we get to you, Stefano, hello, hello, hello. He's whimsical, right? He is. He is. The weird things is an understatement. I knew it. I knew it. Savannah, that's a good man. Marie, close enough. Crystalline light. How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? Hey, Mars Mars. Yes, indeed. You were right on time. Hello, Joe from Alabama. How are you? Esau. My whole day has been full of folks trying to dampen my peace, sending you good vibes, big hugs, and good energy. F them people. Job document. Do what you gotta do. Atma, do what you. That's all I'm gonna say. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Hey, collabs. Hey, Mars Mars. I said that twice. I mean, I try to take care of the soul tribe as best as I can. So, things come up, and we need to have resources on deck for when they do. Going back to that, stay ready so we don't have to get ready. All right, let's get into the personals. We're going to now Cecile and initials J-O because you didn't put your name in the Cash App. And then Boogie. Boogie, Woogie, Woogie. I'm going to get your message for August and the forecast that you can expect. You know what? I'm going to pull out the What's the Vibe deck and the regular tarot. How about that? All right. And if anybody else would like their personal while we're on live, just send me a Cash App because I can't really monitor the website activity while I'm on both phones. Starting with Cecile, just wanted to know, and we'll keep YouTube recording so people can find their readings after this. And I'll try to do the timestamps today, if not, definitely by tomorrow morning. So we'll use these three. Not these are too slippery. We'll use the Kipper, the Tarot, and the What's the Vibe. Okay, we'll use this too. The Wisdom of the Oracle. All right, starting with Cecile. She just wanted to know, are you here, babe? I didn't see your name as I was scrolling, and I don't know your handle. So if you are, just let me know. But I'll let you know what comes up. What does Cecile need to know when it comes to what she can expect for the month of August? What else does Cecile need to know when it comes to what's coming in August? And that wanted to come out in reverse. What's the vibe for Cecile in August? Okay, that one kamikaze over the table. Now things are being knocked over. What does this Cecile need to know? Okay, anything else? We've been getting, as a collective, on one of the messages I posted somewhere, I don't know if it was on TikTok or YouTube, whatever you've been worried about, stop worrying about it because it's already been taken care of. Whatever has been in your head, whatever has you in your head, Cecile, has already been taken care of. Going back to what was said for the collective about not doing anything, there's no physical work left for you to do when it comes to your peace and everything that has come against it. Your guides, because this came out in the collective as well, they're taking care of everything. You went through a bad moment. You had those losses, going back to the collective reading, right? Those losses are preparing you for the very thing you've been wishing for, asking for, hoping for. They just want you to keep going. Whatever you were called to release, release. And I love how the Ace of Wands, there's a card in the middle. We're going to keep that card covered. But the Ace of Wands flew out with the Ten of Wands. When we see the Ten of Wands in traditional tarot, it's the guy that's beat up, right? It's the stress, the hard work. Not the guy that's beat up. It's the guy that's pushing all those wands, right? Carrying all that weight. Whatever you've been carrying, let it go because on the journey you're on, there's no baggage. Your heart is required to be as light or lighter than a feather. Whatever you've been stressing about, especially things at home, things that affect your stability, things that affect your pocket. What sign got that message? Um, Geez Louise, I forget who got the Five of Pentacles. But if you're in, and it feels like you are in that Five of Pentacles energy, right? Almost to the point where you lost everything, but you didn't. There's still one string of hope. Hold on to it with everything you have. Going back to what was said to the collective about surviving 100% of your bad days. You have survived 100% of your bad days. And August is going to be the very beginning of the Wheel of Fortune moving in your direction, of the Wheel of Fortune helping you manifest the things that you've been praying for. Turn your pain into purpose because that will bring you your prosperity. Use your voice with this Mercury Gemini energy, right? With the magician to not only speak things into existence, but your testimony of what you just survived is going to lead you on a journey of meeting destiny helpers that can ultimately bring you that wish fulfillment that you've been dreaming of, hoping of, praying for, that excitement that you are seeking. That freedom comes from using your voice without second guessing it, without trying to fit in, without thinking that you're not good enough or you don't deserve this. No, baby, you went through what you went through precisely so you can have that testimony to be able to speak to the people that you're supposed to speak to. When changes start to happen for you in August, go with it with your whole mind, body, and soul. Go with it without overthinking. Go with it by trusting your intuition. The wands are all about Ace of Wands, Sense of Wands, taking action to move you in the direction of your happily ever after. Cecile, you are the captain of your ship. Keep going. Keep doing the things that you've been called to do. Keep moving and knowing that the bad cycle has ended. A beautiful new cycle filled of good health, wish fulfillment, and answered prayers are about to begin for you. Cecile, that is your message. If you're not here and you're watching this on the replay, feel free to reach out to me with any questions, any follow up questions you have. If you want to have a phone session, right? You want to have a clarity session. The money you spent towards this reading will go towards that, right? Because we don't spend twice. We don't. We're gonna move on to Joe and then boogie woogie 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 woogie. I probably should do a sound bowl between readings, right, to clear the energy. Let's do that real quick. We're just going to ring it one time. So if you have on your earphones, whether you're here live or on TikTok or YouTube, you might want to turn down the volume just for a little bit, right? You ready? One, two. Okay. Joe. Or is it J-O? Wants to know if been together for 5 years, going on 6, bought a house together. Gemini, Aries. Okay. Is she cheating? You already know the answer to that. You both are, but let's see what else you guys want to say. When it comes to J.O. and his person, is she cheating? And they said pull one more. What's the vibe for August? I guess that's what the reading was supposed to be about, but we're going to answer your question, J.O. We'll just call you Joe. How about that? Let's get one from here. What else does Joe need to know about him and his person in August and what August is bringing them? I keep hearing complacency breeds contempt. I thought it was familiarity, but they're saying complacency. What else does J.O. need to know about this relationship? Gemini, Aries. Okay, that time card, procrastination. And of course, the sirens going on. You know that you were supposed to get out of this relationship. You both are trying to put up, look at all these cards that came out. Put up, pretend. Damn. Well, damn. You knew that you were supposed to end this relationship a long time ago, at least 17 to 18 months, almost 2 years ago. What was beautiful in the beginning turned out somebody cheated first, and it became like a game. Oh, we're going to stay together because we bought this house together. We're not together, so I'm going to do my thing. You're going to go do your thing, and it's exhausting because neither one of you can be in the house and feel at home, right? Even it feels like you two are sleeping in separate rooms, and I get that, but it's not home, and it's not like you guys are roommates. Because even though it feels like you have this, like, I know your question is she cheating? But I think you really wanted to ask, is she doing the same thing that you are? And it feels like there was something that happened, something that you found that let you know that she wasn't being faithful for a while, but you stayed. You have your reasons, and they are valid reasons, except now what you thought you were going to put up with for a couple of months have turned into quite a few months. Your guys want you to do what you need to do to get out. because this person, you both are blocking one another from your true soulmates. I feel like she is definitely apologetic and wants to keep things together. This is somebody that has had quite a few failed relationships, and maybe you were the best thing she ever had, relationship wise, at least on paper. You did something for her that nobody else had did. None of her other lovers, and she doesn't want to lose that, especially when it comes to her family and friends. I get that, but it's not healthy for either one of you to continue to stay in this relationship, especially you're in it for all the wrong reasons and trying to make them right. If it's a wrong reason, there's nothing you can do to make it right. And part of your confusion with that twist of words that wants to come out for you, there is some bippity boppity boo going on. This is someone that's determined to keep you stuck at any by any means necessary, and that's dangerous on all levels, physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, especially since now you know they're keeping you from your true person, your true peace, your true happiness, that relationship that's going to pour into you. And it feels like you may have dibbled and dabbled, but there's one person that has really sparked your interest, captured your heart, but you can't pursue them while you're still in this relationship, while you're still living under this roof that has you stressed out. And whatever you've been doing to self medicate, to like distract yourself from the fact that you're stuck, is going to land you in the hospital. It feels like you've been working way too hard, picking up all types of shifts to not go home. The relationship ended a long time ago. Your guys are asking you, when are you going to start moving like it has? When are you going to truly acknowledge and honor it? What are you waiting for? And if this is the case that you guys are on the lease together, you guys are on the mortgage together, get your lawyer, do the paperwork, do the thing. Because not only are you blocking you and her from finding your true people, you're blocking your happiness. And you going to work all the time trying to keep yourself distracted is only going to get you sicker. Reach out instead of bitching about it at work, and that's their words, not mine, Joe, right? Talk to your ancestors. Talk to your guides to ask them how to help you walk away once and for all. Bury that thing. Mourn the end of the relationship once and for all so you can receive the one that truly fulfills you. J.O., what are you doing? I definitely expect a phone call, a text message, an email, a messenger pitch. This is why the ambulance came by, because your guides are about to step in. That person that you're supposed to be with, you felt it. Well, you gave your ex something that they've never experienced. You recently, or in the mix of the craziness that is your life, met someone that gave you something you've never experienced. You played the game, and we're going to be honest. I hate to put your business out here, and you're not even here, but you requested this. You said you were going to be at work. So just do it. So I'm doing it. And I'm letting you know what your guys are saying. You knew what it was. You were trying to pretend the situation. You settled. You acknowledge that. You know what you got to do. Do the hard thing. Put this relationship in the past so you can be in the relationship that actually fulfills you. Poor guy. Further confirmed by the Nine of Swords. This is stressing you out. This is stressing you out. Aries energy. It's time to walk away. Oh, look at y'all. Because you said you were a Gemini and she's an Aries, right? She's just waiting for you to leave. It's something about the house that makes it more hers than yours. Maybe she has her kids that's not your kids. Maybe she has relatives living there. So it'd be easier for you to go than for her to go. Go. Face the financial fallout that's going to happen. But right now, as the energy stands, you are standing in the way of your own peace. You are standing in the way of your own happiness. And these things that you distract yourself with, they only distract you for mere seconds, if that. And the overworking is going to eventually take a toll on your body. And that's not woo woo, that's just physiology. That's just science. Our bodies are meant to be able to do but so much. We're still just flesh and bone. The will is strong, but the body isn't. That is your message. Jesus. Boogie, woogie, woogie. As I sip my water and have to cleanse the energy again because dang, that was heavy. That was very, very heavy. As I cleanse the energy, boogie, woogie, woogie, what is your question? What is your question? I forgot to give you guys the warning. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hi, London. Hi, Lynn. Over on the YouTube side. A gyro would sound nice. A gyro would sound really, really well. Actually, it would taste nice too. Boogie, woogie, woogie. Just anything my guys need me to know for the next couple of months from our last reading. Okay. Well, let's see. What does Boogie, woogie, woogie need to know about the incoming months? So August to December. What does Boogie, woogie, woogie, aka, because I know you're full government, I can say it in my heart, need to know about what's coming in over the next couple of months, next few months, between now and the end of the year? How about that? What does Boogie Woogie Woogie need to know? Anything else? And then we'll get what's the vibe for Boogie, aka for the next 3 months. What is the vibe for the next 3 months? What's the vibe? What's the vibe? What's the vibe? What's the vibe? What's the next? Ooh, okay. And we gotta get one from the Kipper. What is the vibe for Boogie? Oh, okay. Hmm. Usually we go from left to right, but there's something about this middle. Feeling, going back to what was said about, I think Cancer got the message. Being in the middle, going to where you want to be, but not quite where you are, but people trying to stop you from going forward. They can't. They can't. They can try or even think they're going to try, but it feels like because the plans you have were already set in motion, they were delayed, they were interrupted, but they were already set in motion. And this was the type of motion where the delay was supposed to move forward with you. It was never supposed to stay where it was. But things happen, life happens, people make decisions, right? That doesn't mean they get to go along with the journey just because there's a child involved. They don't get to go along because they still love you. They don't get to go along because you guys have a history together, right? Or anything else that ties you together, right? I would say property, but I don't think that quite fits. Somebody doesn't think you're serious about moving forward. Somebody thinks that the love you shared was too good, heavy on the too good to just walk away from. But if they truly felt that way in their heart and not just in their head, their actions would reflect that. They would have cherished it when they had it. This is a moment of seeing a situation for what it is. Going back to what came out for Capricorn, not wearing your emotions on your sleeve, taking that one step further, letting your intuition guide you. And if there's going to be a secondary co-pilot bringing you forward, let that be your mind, not your heart. Your heart in this case has no say. The damage has already been done, and the boat, your journey, doesn't have room for the baggage that they have. Your journey doesn't have room for their baggage that they have. Heavy on the your journey doesn't have room for the baggage that they have. In their heart they have all these feelings. Cool. Cool. We're not going to discount that. But it's just they can't move forward with you. Where are you going? The distance. To that happily ever after, to the finish line, to whatever your goal is. Now that you have confirmed, whether you wrote it down or you said it with the full moon, now that you have affirmed, this is what I'm doing, the whole universe is going to conspire to help you get it done. Those delays with this John coming back out in reverse again, right, are going to be over very shortly. Now that you've made the decision, everything is turning in that direction. And just like a locomotive, right? It takes a moment to ramp up speed. Going back to the paraglide where they have to run before they take flight, you are in the energy of getting your paraglide outfit on before you could even run. And you know, with paragliders, they have all these systems and things that they have to put in check to make sure they have a safe flight. So that's where you're at right now, around October, November, middle of October, beginning of November. That's going to be your breakout moment. That's when by then, all your ducks should be in a row, all your systems should be checked for you to be able to run into the sky and take off like that Corvette just did. That yellow Corvette. Baby, you're much too fast. I'm hearing that Prince song. But yeah, you're going to be gone. It's going to seem like nothing is happening, and then everything is going to happen towards the latter half of 2027. You know what you've decided on. Don't let any, and I think you got this message before about not letting anybody tug on your heartstrings. Tuck them in. Tuck him. We don't even have the King of Cups out, but he has a robe on. Tuck your heartstrings deep within that robe so nobody can pull on them. That is your message. I'm going to see who else is here. Nobody else. Hey, Cofito. It's electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie. All right. Nobody else has requested. Do I even have this on? I do. Yeah, nobody else has requested a message. So, any thoughts, feelings, questions? Hey, YouTube side, we're going to wrap this up now as we wrap up the TikTok side because this is the recorded side. I pray that everyone has an amazing day that's filled with peace, blessings, and protection. You guys are safe and blessed. If you have any questions about what came out in the reading or your personal reading, especially J.O., hey, reach out to me so we can follow up with any questions you have. You can put them in the comments because everybody, well, this is public. I have a feeling J.O. is not your real name, so kudos to you. But if you have any follow-up questions, definitely do not hesitate to reach out. And if you want to go further, that's also available.